Breathing deeply. Allowing the body and the mind to calm. Withdrawing from movement. Breathing deeply, noticing a cadence, a rhythm. This morning, we will utilize emotional freedom technique, tapping, for clearing any untoward, undesired emotions. The tapping points are brow, right at the brow chakra. We'll begin in a moment. Side of eye, tapping at the side of the head by each eye. Under the eye, tapping with one or both hands at the points under the eye. Under the nose, tapping at the point right under the nose above the mouth. Chin, tapping right on the front of the chin. Collarbone, tapping right on the collarbone with one or both hands. Underarm, tapping under the arm with one or both hands. Heart, tapping at the center of the heart, center of the chest. Top of head, tapping at the top of the head. And we begin with the karate chop. That is chopping the sides of the hands. This morning's emotional freedom technique session will be to clear all unworthiness so that we deepen in self-love, which will cause us to deepen in every area of care for self. It will cause us to wake up earlier. It will cause us to engage our exercise, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, working out in the gym, walking, running, hiking. It will cause us to eat better throughout the day. It will cause us to go to sleep earlier at night and to enjoy a deep, restorative, restful, peaceful, dreamy sleep. Deep self-love, you are worth it, will cause us to take excellent care of mind, body, and spirit, knowing we are important to this universe. We know we are the salvation of the world. The way you treat yourself is important, critically important to the whole world. Up level all your care, all your engaging, up level your speaking, up level how you comport yourself, up level your vocabulary. You are worth it. Now, the reason we don't up level our entire life, is because deep down inside, we don't believe we're worth it. And so we settle. We let people get away with all kinds of foolishness. We don't regard ourselves in the highest. We do not see self and all as God. That ends today. Deep breath. We will do our release statement, starting with the karate chop point. Karate chop. Even though I sometimes don't take care of myself, brow, tapping, tapping, tapping. I realize, side of eye, the universe completely loves and accepts me. Tapping, 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 under eye. Sometimes I don't always do the best for myself. Tapping under the nose. And I can acknowledge that I haven't treated myself the very best. Chin, tapping, tapping, tapping. Yet I know that the universe, as me, fully loves chin, tapping, 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 fully loves and accepts me. Collarbone. Yeah, sometimes I don't always do the things that I need to do, tapping, 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 to make my life on earth heaven. I still know that the universe completely loves and accepts me as I am, underarm. That's why I think I'll take a signal from the universe, tapping, 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 and start to treat myself way better than I've ever treated myself before. Heart, yeah, I think that maybe I may begin to up level my exercise regimen. Because, top of head, I totally love tapping, 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 and accept myself as I am. No improvement is required. Brow, yes, I'm liking the idea of taking care of myself. I think it's wonderful. Side of eye, tapping, tapping, tapping. As a matter of fact, I can see myself up leveling my entire world. Under eye, I think it's going to be easy. I think it'll be easy for me to simply eat better food. Yeah, I can make better food choices. Under nose, I think maybe I can give up some of the sugar I'm having. Maybe instead of 2 or 3 cups of sugar, 2 or 3 spoons of sugar in my tea or coffee, maybe I'll just do one. Chin, tapping, tapping, tapping. Yes, I can eat more greens. I can eat better. I can drink more water. This will all benefit the body temple and perhaps clear my mind. Tapping, 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 collarbone. I know that as I make this emotional shift deep inside of me to deep worthiness, I will absolutely shift everything in my world. I'm worth it. God chose to show up on the planet as me. Underarm, tapping, tapping, tapping. That means if I regard myself as divine, I am regarding myself as worthy of the best. Tapping, 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 heart. I think I'll decide not to settle anymore. I think I will decide to only accept the best and raise the floor in my life. Top of head. And no matter what, I completely, unequivocally radically love and accept myself here and now as I am. Third eye, yes, this feels good. This decision I'm making to take good care of myself better than ever, to uplevel my whole world, to not settle, to know I'm worth it. I'm worthy of the very best. Side of eye, and this is not an egotistical, vain decision. This is a decision to regard myself and all as God, holy, whole. Tapping, tapping, tapping under eye. Oh, it feels good to be me. Oh, I can already see the youthful, healthy, happy, rich, in love, fulfilled version of myself. As I uplevel every area of my life, I'm upleveling all that I allow into my brain. I'm guarding my ear gates and my eye gates. I'm not engaging in petty or little conversation. Under nose, tapping, tapping, tapping. Oh, yes, it feels good. This decision of mine, take myself to a whole new level in my life. Oh, it feels lovely. It feels wonderful. Oh, yes. And now is the perfect time. Chin. Yes, this feels good. It feels right. It feels like my next perfect step. It's natural for me. It's natural for me to highly regard myself and all as God. It's natural for me to remember my divine origins. Underarm, tapping, tapping, tapping. Oh, this feels good. This is going to be so wonderful. This is going to mean a whole new life for me. I can see it. This is going to be such a blessing to everyone in my world. Collarbone, tapping, tapping, tapping. Yeah, my kids, my boo, my parents, my family, my friends, everyone who knows me, all the people I serve, they are absolutely benefiting in every imaginable way from this new me. Oh, how wonderful, how wonderful. Yes, 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 I feel it, I feel it. I feel how wonderful it is to be so good to myself, to drop all old thoughts that do not align with the deepest regard of myself and all as God. Heart. I can feel the blossoming of my new self right here and right now. This is lovely. Oh, there's nothing better than being God and seeing God and this alone. Oh, I'm so thankful for freedom, top of head. Yes, 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 yes. And breathe. Still and breathe and look at your body. Scan your body. Scan your energy field. What's happening? Chi should be circling. Chi could be, no should, could be circulating. Hands pulsing, tingling, light. You are a new being. Meditating in the stillness for a moment or two. being still. And now we give great appreciation, blessing, thanks to all the masters of energy who have brought us Qigong, Tai Chi, emotional freedom technique, and more, yoga, and all of the healing arts that teach us to utilize, master our own chi, to become energy masters, and to not run around like a chicken with no head on the third dimension. To be calm and serene, to be powerful, to be poised, to be confident, to be enthused with life, to be full of joy, to be wise, to be generous, to be kind, most of all, to be love. Deep breath. Slowly opening our eyes, we return an aspect of our awareness to the third dimensional plane, known as life on planet Earth. How glorious. We get to meet the sun this morning like all the yogis and the gurus and the saints and the mystics and the nuns and the priests and all of these holy men and holy women and holy others all around the world. Opening our eyes, we now engage A Course in Miracles, Lesson 82. Yes, Lesson 82. Good morning. Screen share. Okay. Something strange is happening with technology this morning. Did I get knocked out of Clubhouse? Am I in Clubhouse? Are y'all hearing me? Yes. Okay. Let's continue. Something strange is happening. Oh, YouTube is not working. Okay, interesting. Facebook it is. Really, family, these technology platforms and Wi-Fi and all of this, when you go into very, very intense or very transformational energetic experiences, please understand the energy coming from us aborts technology sometimes. All good. Lesson 82. We'll go on screen share. Oh, you hear me just fine on YouTube? Excellent. Very good. Very thankful. Very thankful for freedom. Appreciating. Lesson 82 is a review. We will review these ideas today. First, let me make a quick note because there's something I have to remind us of. Okay. something I have to remind us of. Okay, here it is. It's already written in my journal. Beautiful. I have a message for us. Okay. We will review these ideas today. The light of the world. We're first reviewing lesson 63. And if you desire, all of the lessons are available to you right here on YouTube at ValerieLoveTV.com. Also available to you on the YouTube Christian Witches YouTube channel. Also available to you on Facebook at Reverend Valerie Love, Facebook fan page. Also available to you on Clubhouse in the Christian Witches Club. If you haven't joined the Christian Witches Club yet, tap that green house at the top and join the club. So you know that means you're connected, and it means that you are moving forward with all of us. We're all harmonized, supporting each other, helping each other, flying high. It's like a flock of geese. When they fly, you see that they fly in a formation because the front one is taking a lot of wind. The two behind the front one don't take on as much wind, and it lessens and lessens and lessens the wind that each of them are taking on, because the front one is taking on a lot of wind, and then they rotate. That front one rotates to the back, and then a new one comes in the front and takes on the wind, and then less wind and less wind and less wind and less wind. You will have less wind going against you. Observe nature closely and emulate it. Say, let me line up my life with nature. Where can I be with a flock? You rarely see animals that are alone. Rarely, unless it's a bull or a male, right? A bull, like in the elephant world, it's matriarchal. So you see a herd, and they let the bulls in, I think once a year or so when it's mating season. You see a herd of elephant. If a baby elephant was by itself, it would die quickly because the matriarchs know where the water is. The herd is going to the water. We are pack animals. Humans, we are tribal. We thrive in community. I learned that a long time ago. Left by myself, I was a nut. I was a nutcase, depressed, and didn't know what to do with myself. Well, you're not talking to anyone. You're not connected. Please be connected, engaged, all in. Don't stand on the side looking at us. You know those sideliners? You know, people that sit in the rafters and they're just watching. Get in there. Get it. This is your game. Get in there. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. The light of the world that we all are, brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. My forgiveness is the means by which the light of the world finds expression through me. My forgiveness is the means by which the light of the world finds expression through me. This is powerful. I did not create the light of the world. I didn't make the light of the world. The light of the world finds its expression through me, through my forgiveness. My forgiveness is the means by which I became aware, but by which I become aware of the light of the world in me. So not only is my forgiveness the means by which the light of the world can light up the whole world through me and find its expression through me to people who are hurting, people who are in pain, the parts of the earth that require healing. How can the light of the world shine through me if I haven't forgiven? Well, it's going to be some blocks. It's going to be a disturbance in the field, Luke, a disturbance in the force. Obi-Wan Kenobi is calling you to master yourself through forgiveness. Master the force, master it. Don't give in to your base desires. So not only does our forgiveness do that, our forgiveness, my forgiveness, me forgiving, me letting go. Tell yourself, my forgiveness. You see, it's not just about me, because not only is the light finding expression in the world through me, by means of my forgiveness, My forgiveness is also the means by which I become aware of the light of the world in me. I can't see the light of the world in me if I haven't forgiven. I can't ascertain the light. I'm in the darkness and I'm groping about in the darkness, trying to live an amazing life. And I'm groping about in the darkness, and I put my brothers and sisters and others, sisters, brothers, and others in the darkness with me. No, 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 no. My forgiveness is the means by which the world is healed together with myself. The world is healed by my forgiveness. Yes, that's how important your forgiveness is. Please take it as a monumental undertaking that you are forgiving all. Let me then forgive the world that it may be healed along with me. Let me forgive the world. Let me forgive 2020 and 2021. Because I still got some grievances. I got CDC grievances. I got mass grievances. I got vax grievances. Let me forgive them all. I got you ain't telling me what to do grievances. You know, my rebel came out. Fuck you. Fuck the man. Fuck the establishment. Ugh. Grievances, right? Let them all go. No againstness. No revolting. No riots. There's nothing to revolt against. The whole universe is for you. Suggestions. Here the course comes with power tools that we can use throughout the day. Suggestions for specific forms for applying this idea are: let peace extend from my mind to yours, beloved. Fill in the name of the one who you are extending peace to. Got a grievance? Ooh, let peace extend from my mind to yours. You don't even have to say it to them. Say it to yourself, because that's where the problem is. The problem is in my mind and it has already been solved. Therefore, I must apply the solution to the problem. Forgiveness. I share the light of the world with you. Fill in the name. Through my forgiveness, I can see this as it is. Breathe. Through my forgiveness, I can see this as it is. Breathe it in. Soak it in. You're having an energetic shift. You did an energetic ritual and procedure on yourself this morning, known as tapping, emotional freedom technique. We'll ask a team member to take that portion of the video and offer it on YouTube for tapping so that people can tap, tap, tap at any time. You can come back to this vid at any time and tap at the beginning to treat yourself better. Let me not forget my function, lesson 64. I would not forget my function because I would remember myself, capital S self. I cannot fulfill my function if I forget. If I forget it, how am I going to fulfill it? And unless I fulfill my function, I will not experience the joy God intends for me. I will not be joyful. I will not be happy unless I fulfill my function. Once again, don't be put off by the word God or think that God is a man in the sky. This would be an inappropriate way of looking at the universe. God is all. God is you, God is me, God is a blade of grass, God is a tree. God is the pack of geese we were speaking of this morning. God is the elephant. God is all. It's quantum field. It's all, the source. It's the all. It's beyond words. Though we have many names for it. It's beyond words. Well, this whole universe of life, this infinite intelligence, desires something. It has a flavor. The flavor of it is love. And it's taking care of everyone and everything in it. Suitable specific forms for this idea include: let me not use this to hide my function from me. Let me not use that somebody just tried to cut in front of me on the highway. Let me not use this to hide my function from me. Somebody just said something about me and I need to go confront them because so-and-so said that so-and-so said that so-and-so said that so-and-so said that they don't like you. What? So-and-so said that so-and-so said that so-and-so said that so-and-so said they don't like me? Let me go confront so and so. Oh, don't do that today. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't take the temptation. Don't bite the apple, Eve, like Jay-Z says. Don't bite the apple, Eve. I would use this as an opportunity to fulfill my function. Not only am I not going to take the temptation because I'm a spiritual gangster and I was on Get Your Mind Right this morning, known as A Course in Miracles. Not only am I not going to take the temptation, I am now going to be the spiritual gangster. I am now going to be a Skywalker, a world bridger, a wizard, and I am now going to take this thing and I'm going to use it as an opportunity to fulfill my function. Bam, I just flipped the script. Not only am I not letting it hide my function, not only am I not letting it trip me up, I'm about to use that shit to go up. Don't come for none of these spiritual gangsters today. This may threaten my ego. Oh, it's gonna threaten my ego. This thing may threaten my ego. Somebody talked about me. Well, the ego wants protection. It wants safety. It wants to be liked. It thinks there's another. If it has a suspicion that somebody doesn't like you, are they gonna attack me? Maybe I should attack them first. Remember, the ego's not evil. It's just ignorant. Just doesn't know anything. Doesn't know God. It only knows the five senses. It's basically a doorway to hell. That's what the ego is, a doorway to hell. If you walk through the doorway and you are in the five senses only, then you are in what the tarot calls the devil card. And it has the 5-pointed star, except it's pointed down on the devil's head, down to earth consciousness. All you know is this third dimension. You don't know anything about the fourth dimension, the heart, the fifth dimension, beyond 6, 7, 8, all the way to 12 dimensions, or possibly 13 that we can actually measure and not understand, that we can actually ascertain the existence of. Yet we know that our probably very infantile instruments are not up to par to try to get in touch with all the dimensions of this whole universe. I mean, they're endless. We don't even have the instrumentality for it other than your very being. That's the instrument. This may threaten my ego. Somebody talked about me. Somebody said something. Maybe I don't think I'm safe. Maybe I think I need some more protective clothing. Some more snake bites, also known as jabs. Maybe I need some more. But it cannot change my function in any way. See, yeah, maybe this threatens the lower self. It cannot change my function in any way. Our 2 ideas for review today in lesson 82 are lesson 63. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. And lesson 64, let me not forget my function. Deep breath. How delicious is that? How delicious is that? Now, I just noticed I don't even have on earrings today. All good. If anyone's here for my earrings or what I'm wearing or what I look like, that person would be here for the wrong purpose, right? Back in the day, somebody told me, Casey, you know, some people just show up to your YouTube channel to see what kind of earrings you're going to be wearing, right? I was like, hey, all good, because maybe they might get a little bit of the message while they're looking at my earrings. Today, I got no earrings for you to look at. Okay, here's the message. It's one word. Up level. Write it out. It's written out in my journal. Oh, and speaking of up level, look at my nails. I got a nail appointment first thing this morning. Up level. Where is it? Up level. Up level. Up level. Now, I gave this message to Ascension members the other day, and I noticed that quite a few of the Ascension members went and watched the message. Now I'm giving it to more of us. Here is the message. A coach taught me this. I'll tell you which coach taught me this, which of my coaches taught me this. His name is Sam Ovens. And Sam Ovens has consulting.com. And Sam Ovens, I don't even know if he's completely human. He may be part other being and part human, because some people have even, he says, people think that he's robotic or this or that or the other. He's like a machine, right? So, anyway, in a very good way, extremely disciplined. When I tell you about the life of Sam Ovens, it's something that you probably would wonder, what in the world? And at first, he wasn't making any money that he made. You know, he got to six figures a year. He was so happy that he got to six-figure months, and then he got to six-figure days, right? And his mentor, Sam Ovens, was mentoring me, and then his mentor, Sam Ovens, was making something like, I don't know, $100,000 a day. How much is that? Every 10 days you make $1 million. So that's about 3 million a month. So that's about 36 million. And his mentor was making something like, I think he was making something like 96 million, close to 100 million or something like that a year or whatever. Anyway, Sam Ovens, and his mentor was a billionaire. Sam Ovens taught me something. Oh, he taught me many things. He taught me many things. He taught me many things. One of the things he taught me, I'm now going to give to you, because only when you give it away do you know you have it. You don't have it if you keep it to yourself, because you're trying to catch it. You're trying to, and that's all good. That's a phase. Don't stay there. Share. When you get something good, when you receive something good, you naturally share. You naturally run it. Oh, you gotta see that movie. Oh my God. Oh, you gotta see that show on Netflix. Oh, you gotta get this. Oh, did you hear that new song? You naturally share because you got it. And this comes down to everything. If you share your time, it tells people that it tells yourself you have time, you have opportunity, you have space. If you share your money, most people don't like that part, because it's hard to part with the money, right? When you share your money, way more money flows to you, because then you're in a flow. You're not clamping down on the money. It's in a flow, and the money comes to you easily and effortlessly, more money than you require. And it comes to you because you gave it. And therefore your subconscious mind says, well, if I'm giving it, I must have it. It's such a subtle shift for such huge results. It's staggering, the results. So that's why we're always saying give, give, give. Because if you give to anybody, give to anyone you feel inspired to give to. Give your time, give a hug, give praise, give a pat on the back. Be that fountain, because that's the signal that you have it, and you receive so much more. Oh my God. And then as you receive so much more, you pour out so much more to the universe, and you receive so much more. Give and receive is one singular motion. So Sam Ovens taught me to raise your floor. Now, up level. Now, here's the part. Here's the part you must understand. You are not receiving the top of what you want. You're not getting that. Do you notice? You have some big dreams. You have big aspirations. You're asking for a certain kind of house, a certain kind of body, a certain kind of relationship, a certain kind of, you're asking for the mountaintop. The universe doesn't give you the mountaintop. What you're living in right now, catch this, this is about to change everything. Drop everything and listen to this, because this will change everything. You right now are living in the minimum you're willing to accept. Ooh. When he said that, I had to just be still with that. That means these clothes I'm wearing now, even though in my mind I have an aspiration, but these clothes that I have on right now, this is the minimum I'm willing to accept. So this is what I have. And he said the way to change that is just raise your standards, just up level. So let's give some very practical examples, because this thing is so profound. I'm doing it again now. I do it all the time. I keep doing it. And every time you do it, it works. So then you say to yourself, okay, uh, I used to accept that there would be $1,000 in my bank account as my, no, I used to accept that my bank account just was negative. Actually, I used to accept that my bank account could be negative. After a while, I said, no, 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 I'm not doing that anymore. No, universe. I do not accept that. My new floor, because you're raising the floor. See, as you raise the floor, the higher will change too, because they're together. And you'll go up. You'll go up so fast. Raising your floor is actually better than going for your biggest dream because it's so fast. The distinction, the change it'll make in your life. Okay. So you say, okay, I'm no longer willing to accept, I'm not accepting a bank account that's negative anymore. All my accounts have to have money in them. That's what I first went to because I was coming from lack, limitation, broke, busted, and disgusted. So if you're coming from broke, busted, and disgusted, lack and limitation, overdrawn bank accounts, then you're not going to just jump to $50 million. That's not going to happen. It could. I'm not going to say it can't. What I'm saying is I haven't seen it happen yet. And I've coached a lot of people over a lot of years. And I haven't seen it in any of the coaches, none of the coaches that I've ever hung out with. And I've hung out with a lot of coaches that are really good coaches for a long time. None of them say that it works like that. I'm not saying that it couldn't. I'm saying don't bet on it. Here's how you go from broke, busted, and disgusted to having more money than you require in all your accounts. Sometimes you forget how much money you have because you have money and I forgot I had some Bitcoin over there. I forgot I had some money over there. Here's how it works. You go to no more overdrawn bank account. All my accounts have money in them at all times. Okay? And I had so many accounts because I come from the financial services industry. You have an account for this, an account for that, an account for that, an account for that, right? I had all these accounts. So I went to, I'm not playing this game anymore. All my accounts have money in them, no matter what. And then that happened. Okay. Then what you want to tell yourself is take it to a number. I'm showing you the full spectrum of how you can work this. This works at any level. So if you're at 10 million, it works at 10 million, just like it works at zero. It works at negative bank accounts to billionaire. Because if you're a 1 billionaire, maybe you want to be a 2 billionaire, and it grates on your nerves. I know this may sound strange to some people. It grates on your nerves when you're not reaching your full potential and you know you could. That grates on your nerves. And you don't know why you're not getting to that next level. Well, if you were a billionaire, you are going to go to a multi-billionaire. It's the next natural, logical step for you because you love stacking up money. No, newsflash, no one loves stacking up money. No one, no one, no one. You have an idea in your mind of what you think the money means. Money is a symbol, it's a symbol, it's a symbol, it's a symbol. It's a tool, it's like a hammer. You have an idea in your mind of what you believe the money will do. No one wants to just stack up green pieces of paper or metal coins. No one. If we were using cowrie shells, you'd be saying, how can I amass cowrie shells? If we were using glass beads like they used to use a long time ago in Africa before the Europeans came, and then the Europeans upset, some of the Europeans that visited that part of Africa upset the balance. Why? Because they just started manufacturing glass beads and flooded the market and made the money useless. The money was no longer exactly what's happening now. Humanity has done this over and over and over and over with everything we've called money, from feathers to stones to cowrie shells to glass beads. Everything, and you cannot blame it on the Europeans because African people did it too, and all different kinds of people have done this. So don't think that it's only been one group of people, that everyone's done this. If you can make money, you'll make more money because it's what everybody wants. If you have hard money, what is hard money? Gold, Bitcoin. I will put silver in there as number 3. And I'm putting Bitcoin as ahead of gold, even though I love gold. I put Bitcoin ahead of gold only because of the transportability of it all around the world swiftly. We have 3 monies on this planet. Everything else is bullshit. We have 3 monies on this planet: Bitcoin, gold, and silver. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else. CBDC, the Chinese yuan, the Japanese yen, the US dollar, Mexican pesos, where I am here. Go to India, they have the rupee. Go to Bali, they have the rupiah. I mean, go to Abu Dhabi and Dubai, they have the AED, the dirham. Every country I go to, they got different money. It's all fake. It's all bullshit. It's all fake. It is monopoly money. Now, I've been saying that for many years, but we don't believe it. We're still trying to get monopoly money, trying to get more monopoly money. Why? Why? That's another story for another day. Let's keep on our track with our message. We're simply using money as an example of the up-level principle. I'm going to have to name this principle something really good so people understand it really well. You must get this, and you must keep using it, and you must master it. So, no one wants money. You have a belief in your mind, an idea of what you're going to do with the money. Lovely, lovely. So, you decide, now I'm only going to accept $5,000 in all my accounts. Now I'm only going to accept $10,000 in all my accounts. You see, that's going to work better for you to manifest the money, raising your floor that I am not accepting anything less than this. This is my new floor. I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me many years ago, and it was profound. I've been having one of these horror experiences. And the horror experience was I had just gotten evicted from my apartment. It's a beautiful apartment because I can manifest houses, cars, all that stuff. You know how you're just such a good manifester. You're here because you're the same way. You're a really good manifester. You just can't keep the shit. And that's because it's consciousness. You did all the trickery to get it. You couldn't keep it because you were not a matching vibration to it. So what did you do? We kind of gang banged. We kind of tried to bust our way in there. But as soon as you take your foot off the pedal, the shit falls away. Well, I was in an experience like that. I had manifested this beautiful apartment. I mean, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. Fireplace was everything I wanted. It was right where I wanted it to be. And this apartment was extremely important to me because this apartment to me represented way more than it really ever should have, right? And anyway, had a fireplace, it had the vaulted ceilings, it had the 2 bedrooms, one for my daughters on one side, one for me. It was right in a perfect place because I could walk to my daughter's school. She was in a little Montessori school. I could walk to her school. It was a good walk, but I like walking. And it was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. Had 2 bathrooms because I don't want to be in a bathroom with anybody else other than, my boo, whatever. And the kids, let them have all their stuff over there. And their bedroom was on the other side. My bedroom was on this side. And the bathroom was on that side. And my bathroom was beautiful. The whole thing was laid out perfect. Y'all saw me do many videos from that house because in that apartment was the apartment where I had all the mandalas on the wall. I think I did bedside altar from that apartment too. And from that apartment, I had the mandalas on the wall. I had this little patio for for yoga. Oh, it was perfect. It was perfect. I did also the video from that apartment, how I became a Christian witch. That coming out came from that apartment too. Oh, that apartment was amazing, amazing, amazing. So got evicted from that apartment. Was just talking to the people and talking to people. Oh, I'm trying to pay it. I mean, they're like, okay, we understand, but you still got to go. I'm like, I know, right? Okay, so I get evicted from there. And Jiwa was the first person I called, Dr. Jiwa. And Dr. Jiwa came over and she looked around. She said, well, what are you going to do with all this? I was sitting there reading A Course in Miracles. So anyway, y'all heard my eviction story before. Anyway, I got to Jiwa's house, and I stayed with Jiwa for a while in her beautiful home. She had a big home over there, and so I stayed with her because we used to do real estate and all these kinds of things. So she had, I think even before she had real estate, she had that house for a while. So anyway, and she had this extra bedroom that was never used by anyone, and it was perfect. It had this bed in there. It was nobody stayed in there. It was like it was made for me. Well, and I kept on doing all the things I was doing. I kept on doing boost. I kept on doing our morning things. I was doing all of it. Well, one day I was on a walk and I was having a talk with the angels. I would go walking every day, every morning, and go in nature. And I would ask the universe, why am I in this situation? Like, I'm doing what you asked me to do, God. I'm serving people. I'm helping people. I'm coaching people. I'm doing this program, that program. And the spirit told me, the angels told me, because they would just walk with me while I was walking. They would just be floating with me, right? They said, because your mind is in lack and limitation. I was like, man, all the abundance things I keep doing and all of my mind is still in lack and limitation. Yes, my mind is still in lack and limitation. Dang. Okay, well, what do I need to do about it? And this is what they told me. Because I was just asking for $1 million because I figured $1 million will get me out of this. I said, I just want $1 million. I want $1 million. I want $1 million. And this is what one of the angels said to me. I was listening to one of my real estate gurus at the same time. And he used to say, if you want if you get $1 million, you better quickly become a millionaire. Do you notice what he said? Now I'm going to tell you what the angel said to me, and I'm going to show you it's the same thing. My mentor in real estate said, if you want if you get $1 million, like you do a real estate deal and you get $1 million, he said you better quickly become a millionaire. Do you see what it says? You got $1 million, but you didn't become a millionaire. That's why you're not going to keep it. Okay, how did the angels put it to me? The angel said this. The angel said, $1 million doesn't make you a millionaire. A millionaire makes $1 million over and over and over again. I was like, oh, damn, I'm going to reverse. I'm asking for the reverse. I'm not asking to be a millionaire. I'm asking for $1 million. Dang, I'm so off right now. And the angels were like, I was having a meltdown. I was like, oh God, what am I doing? That's why I keep telling y'all, stop asking for money. Stop it. It's dumb as dirt. Stop. You know nothing about the manifestation laws of the universe if you're still asking for money. Ask to become the person that is rich. And then become the person that's rich. And then money will just be flowing to you all the time, every day. Money comes to me every day. I say, ooh, angels, you really want me to go in with this, don't you? They were like, if you want to. Because, they never forcing you to do anything. Do whatever the hell you want. They would love it if you became happy, because God wants you happy. They can't make you happy. Okay, let's go further. So then I said, I must be a rich person. I must be rich. This is all part of the up level. Okay. If I'm going to go from evictions, negative bank accounts, lack and limitation, to where I am now, money in all my accounts. I don't even think about money at all. Maybe once in a while. I don't even check balances. Money always comes to me at the end of the month, accounting, whatever. I go in the store, I want something, I buy it. That's how it is. I don't even think about it. I'm telling you, only poor people think about money all the time. Only poor people think about money all the time. Okay, so how did I go from can't pay the rent to rent's paid easily and early? I'm going to tell you how. I had to become rich. I don't know, maybe I'm rich, maybe I'm not. I don't fucking care. Who's rich and who's not? I don't know. It's all relative. Maybe you have $50,000 in the bank and you feel you're rich. Great, you are. Maybe you have no money in the bank and you know you're rich, and you are. Maybe you have $50 billion in the bank and you don't feel rich. You're like, I need 100 billion. Then you're not rich. Rich ain't got jack to do with what you got. Rich is an inner state that manifests in many ways. You're rich in many ways. You're rich in energy. You're here right now. You're rich in wisdom. You're rich in experiences. Oh my God, I'm so rich. In experiences, oh my God, I'm so rich. Okay, now let's go further. So, how are you going to go from broke, busting, disgusted, can't pay your rent, getting evicted, lack limitation consciousness, asking for $1 million when you really need to change your mind, to I know I got more money than I need to use at all times? And everybody does. You will have more money than you need at all times, and I'll prove it to you. Here's how you know that you have more money than you need. Right now, in this moment, we're sitting here. Now, you could have $1 in your wallet. Do you need to use that dollar right now? No, you're in abundance. You don't need to use that dollar right now. You're sitting here. You're like, oh, damn. Most people will look at that dollar and say, I'm so broke. I only got $1. That's what I used to do. I used to see only $1 or only some low number that wasn't the number that I thought was the rich number, instead of changing my mind. You see, I was in a perception. I was in a faulty perception. I was looking at $1. If $1 is sitting here, or 1 peso, or 1 lira, or 1 dirham, it doesn't matter where you are on the planet. We all got fake monopoly money. Or let's say 1 ounce of gold is sitting here. Lovely. I got silver right now in my purse. Someone gave me silver. Zaire, thank you very much. I'll show it to you. She gave me a silver Bitcoin. It's literal silver and it looks like Bitcoin. You know, I was so happy. I carry it around with me everywhere now in my wallet. I'm so super happy. It makes me feel like I have a Bitcoin in my wallet. Like, I'm so super happy. So let me show it to you, because this thing is just so freaking beautiful. And my altar is right here, and my wallet is on my altar. They knew what to give Kaisi. There it is. And it did come from where I teach you to get your gold. If you didn't watch your gold and your silver, if you didn't watch that, come into Ascension, because I'm about to teach you all about gold and silver in a minute. Oh, did you see that shine? I just love that. And look, on the back is a world, all over the world. And on the front, can you see that? On the front is a B for Bitcoin. Oh my God. This is literally silver. This is 1 ounce of silver right here. Okay. So if I needed to, I'm not going to need to use it. How much is 1 ounce of silver worth? I don't know, maybe $12. I don't know, something like that. Do you need to spend this right now? No. Then that means you have more money than you need. You have 50 cents in your wallet. You're sitting here in A Course in Miracles. Do you need that 50 cents right now? No. Then that means you have more money than you need. You have $10 in your bank account. Do you require to use $10 right now? No. Then that means you have more money than you need. Period. Stop seeing anything other than abundance. Just stop seeing it. Refuse to see anything other than abundance. Okay, so then I started changing my mind, and I began to get some mantras. And here was one of the mantras that I got. And I got this mantra from the great. First, I'm going to tell you what he said, and I'm going to tell you where this came from. He said, how about if you take your annual income, how about, let me come back and do him justice with what he said, because sometimes people say things that people said and they don't do it justice. Let me do this justice. He said, don't change this. This is so brilliant. I'm telling you, I used all this together. He said, don't change the amount. This was a backdoor subconscious hack to manifestation, especially a lot of money. And he said, don't change the amount. Because some people say, you're at $1,000. yet you are asking for 50,000, and your subconscious mind is only acclimated, right? Because it gets acclimated to a certain atmosphere. That's why we're talking about the up level, that you have to up level it purposely because it gets acclimated. It gets like, okay, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm just hanging out, I'm just hanging out. No, you're not, you're going up. Change the time frame in which you make it. Here's another jewel. These jewels I'm dropping, I'm telling you, they will work. He said, if you're used to $1,000 and you're getting 1,000 a month, then change it to 1,000 a day. Wouldn't that be a radically different life experience? If you're used to making $1,000 a month, even if you went to $1,000 a week, which you can do, get on it, get with your books, get with your crypto that has passive income streams, your staking or your nodes. Get with the program Ascension. If you're an Ascension, you have the goods to be able to do this and get even more. Create your books, create your course, create your coaching program. You can go from 1,000 a month to 1,000 a week. Okay, that's not a big stretch. So do you see that you just quadrupled your income, but you didn't ask your subconscious mind to take you to 4,000 a month because your subconscious mind is kind of acclimated hanging out at 1,000. We're just using 1,000 as an example. You could use 10,000, 10 billion. You could use whatever it is. Whatever you have now, your subconscious mind got acclimated to that. It's like that's kind of where it stays. And if you notice, your bank account kind of stays in a certain range. And what we're saying is raise it, and then raise it again, and then raise it some more, and then raise it some more, and never stop. Bob Proctor gave me that secret. So I started saying to myself, rather than asking for 30,000 a month, I had made 30,000. Probably one of my biggest months I had made was like 45, close to $50,000 when I was doing real estate investing. So I had made 30,000 in a month, yet it wasn't my norm when I was evicted, and because my money used to be up and down, up and down, up and down, great big seesaw. And so I was not used to a consistent high income, other than when I was on financial services. I'm talking about when I left financial services, I sold my financial planning practice. I was receiving monthly money from there. For a long time, I was on consistent high income. Then when all of that shifted, when I went deeper into, okay, I'm going to serve people spiritually, that just brought up a whole bunch of other stuff that needed to be healed that was in my mind. About you can't charge for spiritual services, all that spiritual poverty shit that people believe in. I'm just talking to someone, a good friend of mine, someone I love dearly, and he's like, I can't charge people for spiritual services. I was like, boo, you better charge them people. Boo, you better charge them people. I'm not talking about ripping people off. I'm talking about we must do an energy exchange. No, it's not just, I'm just here just for the good of humanity. You don't have to pay me anything. No, that doesn't work. God ain't asking nobody to do that. That I do know for sure. Okay, so I changed my mind and I began to be rich now, up level. I just up leveled my mind. And then I began to up level my thinking and I began to become a millionaire because that was my big aspiration. Just give me $1 million, heaven. That was my prayer. Give me $1 million, please, God. Just give me $1 million. I don't know what to do with it. Just let me hit the lottery or something. Just let me. Desperation prayers. And then I shifted it to, let me become a millionaire. That was an inner job. That was an inside job. You ain't got to ask God for permission. God already gave you everything. Still waiting on God to do it when you're God. So I began to up level, change my mind, just up level. Like, okay, I'm going to up level where I'm living. And I found an apartment. And we can tell you, this apartment was even more beautiful than the apartment I got evicted out of. That's amazing. I had a big party at this apartment because now the other apartment was 2 bedrooms. This apartment was 3 bedrooms. The other apartment I had to walk to the pool. This one, I walked out my door. The pool was right there. This one had grass right outside my door. I was on the first floor. This one was brand new. The other one was brand new. This one was brand new. This one, fireplace, 3 bedrooms. I had everybody come over and visit because I was like, okay, this manifestation is off the charts because I was so on it every day, every day. Have to get home, have to get home, have to get home. And okay, let me become a millionaire, become a millionaire, become a millionaire. Now, it took years to shift all this. Years. Now I travel the world, Bitcoin. I get to do what I love every day, residual income, passive income streams, assets, live in this beautiful home in Mexico that's so freaking cheap. And this is probably the best home manifestation ever. And someone came to my house the other day and I was giving them the nickel tour. I just showed them around. And when they came upstairs and they came into this space where I am right now, this is my office, and altar is in my office. The sacred room is over there, the laboratorium, what we call the sacred room in mystery school. They came in and they saw the lovers on the altar, because it's the year of the lovers. And after we kept getting the lovers like 60 times at the beginning of the year, we knew it was lovers card for the year. And it is the lovers for the year, key number 6 of the tarot. And they saw the lovers card and they said, ha! They looked at me and they were like, it was 3 of them. It was the daughter, the grown daughter, her mother, and her mother's brother. 3 of them coming, expats visiting around. Actually, they come to Mexico just to stay for like 2-3 months during the winter. And they were walking. She said, ha! I was like, huh? She said, oh, you got the lovers? Like, she was like, she saw the crystals and the selenite wand, and she was like, oh yeah, I see. And she said, what do you practice? And she said, like, she was wanting to understand, like, hoodoo, what is it? And I said, oh, I'm a Christian witch. She said, oh, never heard of it. I was like, great. And then we go, because my Bible's on the altar with it, right? Then we go and we look all around. This house came straight out of heaven onto my lap. If I tell you how effortless it is, now before I used to go looking for houses, looking in the newspaper, looking here, looking there, stop doing all that. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. You need to chill. You need to chill all the way out. You need to sit your ass down and meditate. And you need to say, okay, let me start having some real conversations with the universe. Why am I doing all of this? I used to run around, run here, run there, fill out this paper, fill out the application, get rejected, try to get the credit right. Oh, Lord, they be sending me papers in the mail now. Hey, Chase Bank, hey, you want a loan? Hey, you want some more money? Pops up in my dashboard. You want some money? We'll give you some money. Banks don't give money to people that need money. Banks give money to people who's getting money. That's how it works. You keep trying to get some loan or get some kind of special program or try to get this grant or change your mind. Boo, change your mind. And then here come the money. I mean, money is an obedient servant. It does whatever the hell you tell it to do. Like everything in the third dimension. Why do we not get this? Why? So I just tapped into some secrets, and then I started saying a mantra to myself. I said, You see, you have to swirl it all together, and you have to immerse yourself all the way into it, just like we're in total immersion every morning. And of course, miracles is like going into the truth pool. You just submerge your whole self into the truth pool. And it starts crackling and burning off all that shit you got when you were little, and then, all the childhood wounds and the witch wound and all these wounds we're carrying for humanity, and the savior wound and the victim wounds. They start burning all that shit away. And I came up with a mantra. And the mantra was, well, I had a few, and I shared those also, and I'll share a bunch more with you. I'll make a book especially for this. Some of them are in 40 Money spells, because some of these were so potent, I call them spells. Well, I sat down and I wrote out what I actually desired, What is the actual thing I'm asking for? Because you're only ever asking for a feeling of freedom, feeling of relief. You're only ever going for a feeling. And you think the Benz will give you the feeling of success. And you think the boo will give you the feeling of being loved, connection, companionship. And you think the new business will give you the feeling of being accomplished and achieving things, being successful and serving humanity. See, we're only ever going for a feeling. You're never going for the thing. So that's the beauty of knowing that secret, because you can have the feeling right now, even though you don't have the thing. You can have the feeling right now. Right now, I can feel the feelings of companionship and partnership. And you don't see another body around. Right now, I can feel the feelings of success and accomplishment and achievement. Like a yes, worth. And I don't know, maybe I didn't start my business yet. You can feel right now the feelings of compassion and kindness and generosity that you'll have in your new center for children, or your center, your retreat center, your center for helping people, however you help them, or your homeless place where you're going to bring in all the homeless people and help them rehabilitate and up level their lives, up level all the homeless people. Go to New Orleans, start in New Orleans and Miami, because there's a wreck of homeless people there. And in the United States, they talking about Mexico, but I have not seen not one homeless person since I've been in Mexico. I've been in Mexico City, Guadalajara. I think I saw one tent somewhere. I didn't know quite what it was. I didn't know, is that a homeless person sighting? I did not see people just laying on the streets. Didn't see it. But you go to any United States big city, you're going to see a wreck of homeless people. Go around to New Orleans, start in New Orleans and Miami. Look under every bridge in Miami, you're going to see a city. I've heard it's the same as San Francisco. Now, and this was put before the P and the C came around. The global P that we had in 2020 and 2021, according to what they told us, right? Anyhow, you can feel the feelings now. And as you continue to feel the feelings now consistently of being rich, of being successful, of being respected, because you respect yourself, you up leveled your mind and what you are willing to accept and not willing to accept from the universe. I'm not willing to accept that anymore. And it's not that the universe is giving you things, it's that the universe is matching you with things. It's not just giving you random things, it's matching you with things. It's matching you. So that would mean that first I would have to up level so I can get new matching. It's like you go into a building. When you go into the building, on the first floor is the lobby. On the second floor, ratchet. Third floor, slightly less ratchet. Fourth floor, slightly less ratchet and slightly a little more enjoyable. Penthouse, absolutely gorgeous. You get on the elevator, you can go to the second floor, you can go to the penthouse. That's on you. That's a choice. So don't be mad at people that made the choice. You know, you see Black women in luxury. I like it. I watch these videos. I'm like, oh, that's lovely. They show you their closets and all their designer purses. And this purse was 2,000, and this person was 1,000, and this purse was 20,000. And oh, I got my Birkin bag, my dream Birkin bag. This is joy and happiness. Why are you sad? Because somebody else is manifesting their joy and happiness. And I hear people talk about people like that because, I don't know, maybe they don't like it. I don't know. And, you know, when they say, oh, we're giving brands all this money. Aren't you giving a lot of money to the things you love? Everybody's giving a lot of money to something. Maybe your thing is travel. Aren't you giving money to airlines right now and hotels? And don't poo-poo anybody else's what people do with their money. What everyone does with their money is completely up to them. I can't make any comment on somebody else's money. I'm looking at mine, okay? Now, let's wrap this up with a pretty bow. You're going to up level the amount of money you're willing to accept. You're going to up level the relationships in your life. You're going to up level how you are in the relationships in your life. I'm going to be kinder. I'm going to be clearer in my communication. I'm going to up level myself. You're going to up level. I'll show you here in my office. I up leveled some things here. I bought a really frou-frou lamp. Here, look what I bought. I bought this frou-frou lamp. Why? because I wanted it. Because normally I would go out and buy a regular lamp, but no, I saw a lamp with feathers all over it. Give it to me. I want that in my office. And it's lovely. And let me turn it on. And it's so pretty because I want it. Because I want it. And somebody else might say, what a monstrosity. I don't care. I like it. And it's in my office. Okay? I have my flowers here in the vase, making a gorgeous flower arrangement. It's very huge and very extra. I'm up leveling everything. Now, I don't expect you to go out and buy a frilly lamp, nor do I expect you to go out and buy massive flowers, make flower arrangements in your house, nor do I expect you to go get a house in Mexico. I don't care about any of that. None of that is the deal. These are the out picturing of a changed mind, and everyone is going to have a different experience of the up level. I'm wearing a brand new outfit. Everything I have on is brand new today. Something underwear. I already had these. The pants, the top. And when I went into the store and I bought this outfit, I bought this top. I loved it because it had these sleeves. It's nice for a casual look. I bought this right here because this was so low. And I said, what can I match this with? You can't very well put black with this. And then I got these pants that perfectly match this. I was in Nordstrom. And when I put this together, you would have thought I had won the lottery. I was like, because see, this is not an easy color to match. When I got online, and I bought some fabulous Steve Madden shoes that time too, with the glitter all over them. Glitter all over them. I don't even know where I'm going to wear them. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get them for you because you have to see the upload. You have to see it. OMG. I don't just talk about it. I got this Steve Madden shoes. And please, I do not know where I'm going to wear these. I don't care. I don't care. I saw them in Nordstrom. Normally, I don't know. How much are these? You can see the price right here. How much are these? 25% off. Well, this is probably only about $100. Got them for 75. Hey, some of the shoes I like are like $1,000, $2,000. Okay? Up level, up level, up level your shit. Up level every day. If you used to wear cheap shoes, up level. If you wear cheap outfits, go to Nordstrom instead. If you don't want to go to Nordstrom and you like a value buy, because I like value, go to Nordstrom Rack. If you go to Saks, off Saks Fifth Avenue, they still got the Saks Fifth Avenue clothes in there. It's just simply, oh, this looks nice on the shoe looks nice next to the lamp. I like that. It's up level your skincare routine, up level your hair care outfit. Centrally, hey, mwah, how you love it, right? Up level everything. That's the message for today. And I gave this message already to Ascension. And if you don't know what Ascension is, all you would want to do is go to ValerieLove.com. And when you get to ValerieLove.com, you'll see it right there, Ascension. Now, if the website looks different when you get to it, because someone could be watching this 10 years from now, and literally people do ask me, they email me and say, where's that program you were talking about? And I say, oh, beloved, that was 7 years ago. We don't do that program anymore, but we do this. So if the website doesn't look like this right here and now, what you're seeing, which it won't soon anyway, we're revamping the whole website, then you just go for Ascension. It'll be in the navigation, I promise you, if we still have it. If we don't still have it, do whatever's on this page. If we don't still have it in this format, is what I want to say, because Ascension is going to become an NFT very soon. Okay, sometime this year. And I'm just really going to make all the Ascension members very rich. That's really my goal. That's really my goal. I have a secret diabolical plan for everyone to be extremely wealthy and extremely spiritual. All right, that's the message for today. Talk to us. Floor is open. Mods?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow and wow and wow. After hearing your first message about up leveling and then hearing the message today, such power, and there is no way, no one should not be up leveling. No one that hears this message. And for myself, it took me to the next sojourn to Dubai. And that was an up level for me. What came to me with Dubai was I had already planned a sojourn with my kids. And I made up a rule for myself that if I'm doing one, there's no way I can just come back home, pack a bag again, and do another. Immediately, and it took me to A Course in Miracles. There's only one rule, God's rule. There are no other rules, so why am I making up rules for myself? It opened my eyes also to me, seeing that I was telling myself that maybe I was not deserving or not worthy to be able to travel in such a way. So I'm blessed for these mornings because I'm entitled to miracles. I'm entitled to it all.
Yes.
I'm entitled to have it all. So I let everybody know. I'll be gone. It's like, well, how are you going to go somewhere else again? You just got back home. I said, easy. I'm going to drop one suitcase, and I'm going to have another one packed and ready to go. And I'll be gone again, and I'll see y'all when I get back. So it can be done. We just have to be open to it. We have to allow it, and we have to know that we are entitled to it. I am complete.
Woo, ashay. Because where I grew up, Coach Michelle, they told us that you got one vacation a year. That was pretty much what they told us. Wow.
Yes and yes. And you're supposed to take it in the summer.
Yeah. All that's over. We're entitled to miracles. We're entitled to the whole big, fat, delicious bite of, take a bite out of that juicy peach life. That's all for you, boo. It's all for you. This whole universe was created for you. Who else is up leveling? Who else is up leveling? Everybody in the audience has gone up level. Come up on stage.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Well, up leveling is definitely my thing, and up leveling for me looks quite different because it's more about peace and joy and love in my life as opposed to things and stuff. And yeah, I travel a whole lot. And yeah, Coach Michelle, I keeps a bag packed at the door. If someone says, let's go, I'm like, I'm already packed. Let's do this. I mean,
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's going to be my new thing, a bag packed and ready to go.
Absolutely. And, even with my travel the past couple months, I was in New York, and then I had to go to Miami for the 222, and then I went to the Bahamas, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have the wrong clothes. I literally had to mail back my winter clothes and get summer clothes to go continue my travel because I was supposed to go back home, get my other suitcase, then go to Miami, but I didn't do that. So I'm like, my life is really changed with the way I up leveled it. It's just it's getting so juicy right now that I just love just everything that's in my life because I quiet down the crazy. I quiet down the fear, like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Oh my God, I don't have the money. Rev, sometimes I promise you, I do not check my bank account. I do not go every minute and look in that account. I do not. And when you said only poor folks check their account, I remember when I wouldn't say I was poor, but I had money and I was in lack and limitation, and I constantly checked my account. We didn't have apps back then, but I was constantly, and I'd go in the bank and I'd get the printout. I'm trying to, I'm like, now I don't even look in my account. Sometimes it's like $5 in there. And I promise you, money is everywhere. Even if you're not looking. And I tell you this, I was on the phone with Queen Vashti, and I was like, I think I have $17 in my account, and I don't know, there's got to be money somewhere. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't think I've ever deposited that shop club money. I had 14 checks from the shop club to deposit into my account. And I'm saying, where's my money? I don't have any money. I had money, 14 checks from the shop club. I never deposited. Watched one video and all the checks went into my account. I was like, cha-ching. So when you think that you don't have money somewhere, money is somewhere. Ask the angels, where's my money?
Where's my money?
And they will show it to you. So up-leveling is much more energetic for me. It's much more... I don't even know how to describe it. It's beyond just, things. It's more of the experience and the vibration that I want to stay in. And that's what my up-leveling looks like right now. And I really love it. I don't know how far it's going, and it doesn't matter. I just keep going with this up-leveling. There's just some things that are a must on my spiritual walk, and I will not compromise. And I talk to my higher self and my angels like, look, you see what's going on here. You see I'm fitting to travel. What are we doing with these tickets? And I promise you, I always get what I want because of the vibration that I hold. And I'm complete. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I am so on that, Queen Hadassah. Up-leveling is definitely, yes. Good morning. Hey, Queen. Good morning. Up-leveling is definitely carrying, and all those things you've been carrying around, fear and hesitation and not good enough, those things have to go aside so that you can be that, it's necessary for your divine path, for you to, it's time to stop being afraid. Basically, that's what I'm saying. It's time to stop being afraid. And I'm so happy that, we have our relationship, because I'm starting to see money popping up in my bank account. And I'm like, I was like, wait a minute, I have some money. Thank you. And I just simply say thank you. I don't try to figure out where it came from or anything. I just say thank you. I think that happened to me twice last week. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks. And it's time. And I'm in a place where I'm definitely going to up level. And that means, up leveling your surroundings, up leveling the people that you associate with, up leveling across the board. And that's where I am with it. And I hope that helps someone else. I'm complete.
There is something also about this whole obsessive checking of bank accounts. That's a poor people problem. Because
it sure is.
The obsessive, every minute, several times a day, checking the bank accounts, checking. That's what I used to do. I used to be obsessed with money because I didn't have money. If you have money, you have money. You're not obsessed. Family, you don't have to be obsessed over anything. Now, here's the next level. If you're up level from having to manifest money. Up level to having a book that you market appropriately to your audience that you know makes you X amount of money every month. Create a program that you know creates this amount of money every month and scaling. Create something so that you no longer have to try to manifest money. Create. Yes.
Absolutely. I love that idea.
Yes.
Who's next? Who's up leveling? Everybody in the audience that's up leveling, hop up on this stage. Who's up leveling?
I know I am, Casey.
Come
What's
on.
going on, y'all?
Come on. What's up, fam? What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
I love this lesson. Like, everything is just straight up leveling. Like, I'm in a real-time example of up leveling just by even sitting in my chair right now. Look, transparent moment. This is my first time since the Course in Miracles started that I actually set up and have my Course in Miracles book out and reading with you, and like, okay, watching you on my tablet, listening to you on here. I'm like, oh snap, this is an up level in itself. I'm in my bed right now. So when you kept dozing off sometimes to me, of course, it makes sense. You was comfortable. You know? So
I love
this
it.
right here is just an up level in itself. I'm like,
Wow.
oh, this feels great. And like, even like the lessons, like the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. That's an up level in itself by just knowing that and being that, you know, like, let me not forget my function. Just in your everyday life. And you're like, and someone just, you know, you feel that just rise up and you want to act a certain way, you want to say a certain thing. Miss it, okay, you got it. And you want to act a certain way, and you can just remember, let me not forget my function. Like, that right there is a up level in itself, a huge up level just by remembering that lesson. And I love when you was talking about, you know, it's like we don't really want money. We just want the feeling that money can bring. And that's so powerful because it's just the feeling. And I love the wording that you use, because I know the words that we speak, like, they're spells. Like, we are literally making something happen when we use words. And so when you just worded it the way you did, when you said, like, right now I can feel, I've never heard it in that way. And, you know, I always, you know, not always, but I've, you know, over the years I've learned, like, of course, you know, you got to feel it, you got to, you know, be it, and, you know, just start acting, using the action steps, and you'll have it. But the certain wording that you use today, like right now, I feel the success. I felt a different up leveling, and like literally energetically, to get myself in that feeling, to get myself like what Abraham Hicks say, like, get yourself in the vortex. Yes. And so that right there is an up level in itself, to just feel that. And I'm just like looking at just my life and even like my clothes and stuff like that. I'm like, how can I up level? Like, I feel good. Like, even in my walking, like, you can up level the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you know, communicate with people. Those are all up levels. The way you treat people when you go out, you know, just whatever the case may be, how you act, how focused you are when you're creating your creations. Those are all up levels, and to just really get yourself in that feeling just by saying those words. Well, for me, I would say that's for me. I love that. Right now, I can feel the success of accomplishment. Like, right now, I can feel like my boo. Like, right now, I can feel my generosity. Like, right now, I can feel my freedom. Like, I love that. I love that feeling. So this whole up leveling is it's like a constant, nonstop thing, which you can do.
That's right.
So I just love the lesson.
That's right.
And I'm gonna stop on this when you said that when you up level, you know, those things are just an out picturing of a changed mind. So I'm like, dang, that is so true. I'm like, yeah. So when I do things differently, when I do try things differently, it really is. It's just a reflection of my changed mind, of my up leveling. And so I'm just going to stop right there. I appreciate you, Kaisi, and shout out to everybody who is up leveling right now and will forever keep up leveling. All right, that's it for now.
Delicious. Doesn't it feel good right now.
Heck yeah.
You got it. See, it clicked. It clicked today. Because sometimes we have to hear things over and over and over. And one day it will click. One day it will click and it will be on and popping. Stay in your process, family. Stay the course because you're going to get many ahas and revelations as you go. It will click. Who's next?
We have Harmony, or if not, Delicia. Delicia can go. Okay, great, Delicia. You was on.
Great morning. God morning. Grand rising, however y'all want to put it.
Good morning, beloved.
Moved from the current city, the former city to the current city. I'm in the course for the initiation. I just ordered the book yesterday online at Amazon for the course that you have for your students that are in the Mott Temple. So there are all post folks' house I'm staying at. All they gonna get is books at their door. I said, I got a lot of reading to do. I can't wait to read all this deliciousness and learn. So I'm looking forward to all that. I bought my first Cricut machine, Harmony.
OMG, Denelzia, what? Come on now.
Yes, ma'am. I bought that in a little case and all the supplies that come with it and everything. The other day in my real workbook, which I learned about from 40 Money Spells. I went ahead and I wrote down all the slogans that I wanted to put on t-shirts. I said, oh yeah, this is gonna be real fun. So
wow.
Yes. I've already got my first design job as far as like business cards, logos, and things down here in Georgia already. So it's coming. It's definitely coming.
Look at that.
And I'm thankful. And that's it.
Woohoo! Everybody celebrate the up level. Well, celebrate.
Yes. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am. So I'm definitely ready for some up leveling.
Come on.
I was listening to Tania speaking, and it was she was reminding me of things that were already up leveling for me, as far as like me and Nadia's products. We had labels and stuff at one point, but then we got the Cricut machine, and our labels have become amazing. So it's like an up leveling. And then what I personally got out of this is, well, for me, I kind of let myself go, like, especially after this last baby. And I'm in the house the majority of the time, unless I'm running errands or kids' dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. Most of the time in the house. And I don't get dressed. Like, I feel like I was feeling like, well, there's no point in getting dressed. I'm not going anywhere. And I ain't gonna dirty up these clothes just for me to have to, because I have hella laundry to do all the time. It's like, I ain't about to dirty up no clothes just to go wash, and I ain't going nowhere. But however, listening to this is like, no, you need to get your ass up whether you're going anywhere or not, and start back getting dressed. Like, just start looking like somebody love you. Like I tell my kids, and I'm like, y'all look like don't nobody love y'all. Go fix yourself. Go put some clothes on. And it's like, I'll tell them that, and then I walk around looking like don't nobody love me around the house. So that is definitely something I'm going to change. And then I was thinking about how I was complaining about, like, I don't have how many clothes I don't have. Like, oh my God, I gained weight. My boobies have gotten so big now with this last baby. And I don't got these clothes. And it's like, well, you ain't got no clothes. You ain't wearing the ones you got nobody. Like, how you gonna call some clothes to you and you not even wearing or getting dressed, or even attempting to get dressed 3 out of 4 days, 4 out of 7 days a week. So I definitely have some up-leveling to do that I'm very excited about. And I just told Nadia, I'm like, you know what? Whether we go anywhere or not, we get dressed from this point on. We just gonna get up and get dressed, and that's just that. So I appreciate this lesson. It was a little bit of a slap, but it's okay because I'm determined to level. I'm determined to see, and I am here. Like I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget. So thank you very much.
You know, I remember when I had my daughter, Miss Veronica, the one that we're about to celebrate her 21st birthday. Next weekend, we are going to have a birthday bash, me and my 2 daughters for the weekend. We got our flights booked and all that. It's going to be so fun. 21. When I had her, and I was nursing her, I nursed all 3 of my kids for probably close to a couple of years each. My boobies was way out here, right? So I still had all these tent clothes and roomy clothes and comfy clothes that I had when I was pregnant. Something like 6 months, 9 months later after I had her, I still had those big clothes in the closet. And something said, well, you're going to be wearing those forever? Because I was still like, I was well, as they say in Jamaica, right? You ain't gonna lose no weight because you got them big clothes. You're accommodating. Ooh, you're accommodating where you are, even though where you are is not where you want to be. So when you accommodate, if you're where you don't want to be and you're making accommodation for it, you also have to take a painkiller. You have to take a sedative, and like sugar or sex or something, just to take your mind off the fact that you're somewhere that you don't really want to be, rather than focus that shit and do the work required to raise up out of there. And I said, oh no, this is over. And I remember I was at American Express and I had this gray suit that I used to love. It was very expensive. I went to my boo at the time. He told me to go in that big pregnant lady store that had like super, it was in this mall. I forget the name of the store. It's a pregnant lady store that has super professional clothes for, like, if you're a CEO or something like that and you're pregnant, all that. That's what they used to have back in. This was over 20 years ago. So I went in that store. He just put down his card. He was like, buy whatever you want to buy. I was buying all this expensive ass stuff. That was lovely because I probably wouldn't have spent it on myself. To tell you the honest truth, well, I don't know. The honest truth is I did spend it on myself through him. So anyway, that was how my mind was working. I need somebody else to buy it for me, right? Because I don't think I'm going to buy it. And I remember I had all those clothes, and they were expensive clothes. They were nice clothes. And I was like, I'm wearing these clothes. And someone was like, oh, really? You're wearing all those clothes. You're going to stay the size you are. And you saying you want to get your sexy back, and you used to be in the club dropping it like it's hot with the mini skirts on, and the dudes used to be like, dang, girl, you stack like hotcakes. That's really literally what a dude told me one night in the club. And they all be trying to get with you, but you done just dropped your sexy on the floor. You're not even trying to pick it up. You dropped it on the floor. There it is right there. You're sexy. Oh, my sexy is on the floor. I just dropped it like a hot potato. You just gonna wear these big clothes from now on. I was like, hell to the no, I ain't doing that. That's for chumps. I'm not doing that. I went in my closet. I had this big, huge closet. We was living in this big townhouse in Bowie. It was a beautiful townhouse. It was like 4 levels. 1, 2, 3, no, 3 levels. Oh, it was a beautiful, big, beautiful townhouse, fireplace, all of that. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. And I went into that closet. It was this huge walk-in closet. I went into that closet and I cleared that whole rack that held all them expensive, big ass clothes. I was like, you got to go. Cleared it all out and had an empty space there because nature abhors a vacuum. Clear the space out and watch what will come. Clear the space and say, Brandon, I'm sexy. Come on, let me pick you back up. Come on, sexy. Let me put you back up, pick you back up and put you on, sexy, because I almost forgot about you. Don't drop your sexy. And if you do drop your sexy for a minute because you're pregnant or whatever, you could do sexy for while you're pregnant, because look at Riri. Riri is killing it in the game with them, how she be stepping out with that belly. I'd be like, oh, damn, Riri, you're killing it in the game. She like, fuck maternity clothes. How about no clothes? Belly out. Riri is killing it. Rihanna with that pregnancy, right? So yeah, up level. Get rid of that old stuff. Give it away. Give it away. And say, universe, new clothes. Who's next? Who's up leveling?
I'm doing that today. I'm picking my yeah, we dying. Saying sexy on the floor. I was like, damn, my sexy on the floor. I gotta pick my sexy up, and I'm going to that closet today. I'm
Pick your
doing it
sexy up.
today.
Pick your sexy up.
I want to comment on that. I left all my clothes hardly in Indianapolis, Indiana, in storage, and I went and I bought negligee. I'm in some red negligee right now while we're talking.
Girl, Denelzia, because you dangerous. Denelzia is very OnlyFans. She dangerous. She very OnlyFans, okay? Look, Angel, the reason you're next to Denelzia is because she's showing you how to pick your sexy up. She's showing you.
I was too hot. I was there 10 minutes. They said, let us give you your money back. Yes, I came to collect. Yeah.
Oh my God. And I want to tell you something about Denelzia. Denelzia was at the Wealthy Goddess retreat. Wherever Denelzia is, that's where the party is. Okay, the party starts when Denelzia walks in the door. Right, Harmony? Whoever was at Wealthy Goddess, you know. Okay. Who's next? Up level. Who's up leveling? Everybody come to the stage. Tell us what you're up leveling.
God love you, family.
Good morning.
Morning. How's everybody? Well, my up leveling hasn't stopped. Well, I just posted the pre-order for my book that I was gonna drop on 420. I up level because the book, I'll never keep my sexy on the book, and I'm gonna stay sexy always. That's the part of my personality. I'm up leveling my life. I'm in a new place. I'm loving it. I'm up leveling my living area because I'm looking for a new apartment. So everything about this is just up leveling all the way, and I'm grateful for it. Did you all hear me?
Yes, I'm over here clapping. Come on now. Yes, yep, I hear you.
And everything with ascension is just falling in place. Like this is just going perfect for me. The miracle, my life is just wonderful right now. And I don't know if we just give blessings and thanks because I'm in such a great place right now.
That's right.
Manifesting all this beautifulness.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm complete. Congratulations, Wendy.
Praise God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Come on.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Hello, God rising, everyone.
Good morning, Grand Rising. Namaste and welcome. And bienvenidos. I'm in Mexico. I gotta say bienvenidos.
All of that.
All of it.
Let me tell you something. When you was talking this morning, I was like, I can't make this up. Every time I have a thought, a conversation, or anything like that, you speak about it the next day. But when you were saying that you about to put out that NFT, you know how I feel about the NFTs, right? So when you say you about to put out the NFT, you want to make everybody in the community wealthy. I say, Beyonce, Kaisi, let me fucking upgrade you. That was my great Kaisi. I accept.
Come on.
And when I all call me Chandra, up leveling Barry motherfucking McGee. I'm done.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again.
It's Chandra up level Barry motherfucking McGee. Period. Complete. Done. Point is fucking raised. I am stepping my pussy up.
Girl. Girl, let me tell you. Okay, I felt that one. I was like, oh, damn, she got a new name. I felt that shit. I felt that shit. And look, she got a period after her name. I like that. She put a period after her name. She said period. Do y'all know what T. Harv Eker stands for? He up-leveled himself. He put a T at the beginning of his name for the. That's what T. Harbecker stands for. T period Harbecker. The Harbecker. He said he had to do that for himself. T period Harbecker. T. Harbecker. The Harbecker. That's what the T stands for. Up level. You got to do it in your mind first. The first sale is always made to yourself. Who else is up leveling?
Well, good morning, family.
Come on, come on.
You hit right on the spot this morning, Reverend. With that up-leveling message, it was exactly what I needed. I realized that when you said that we need to stop asking for money and start asking to be someone who has money, stop trying to be rich and ask to be rich. I realized that all this time manifesting, I want money for this, I need money for that, putting down the amount when I need it, what it's for, instead of just saying, just make me wealthy. And that was took out all the stress of figuring out what I need to get money for, what I need the money for, and just say, this is what I need, just make me wealthy all the way around in abundance. And Angel, you had me cracking up, girl, this morning. Every day my kids go out looking for me, I'm like, why you on the street looking like mommy don't love you? Dress like mommy love you, like somebody in the world love you. Then I looked in the mirror, just when you said it, I'm like, okay, you got this morning, you looking like nobody don't love you. So I need to up level on, like you said, staying at home, working from home. I don't have a need to be dressed, I think. But I need to remember when I get up, the first person I see in the mirror, I need to inspire me by looking good when I see me. If I don't want to see me, no one who else want to see me looking busted. I graduated and received certification on Monday. I'm
Congratulations!
Thank you, guys. I'm officially certified as a deaf doula. I have accepted the title of a soul midwife.
Wow.
So I'm off and running. I'm ready to up level in my purpose. I'm carrying a lot. There's a lot of challenging fears here because the ego is saying, oh, look how late you started. You're too old to go back to school. All these blah, 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 blah. But I am fighting the power. And thank you, ladies, so much. You inspire me every morning. All you who are there, and gentlemen who are in the room, if there are any, because I'm being mindful. Tribe family. We are one. There's no sisters, there's no brothers, there's just we. So I'm going to remember that, Reverend, and I am complete.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord, saints. Everybody, shout out for that. Congratulations on being a death doula.
Yes.
If I could just jump in right quick.
Go ahead.
My children know, they be like, Mom, where you going? Mom, where you going? They know not to ask me where I'm going or think they finna jump anywhere and going, but be looking a hot mess because I'm always looking like something. And they be like, I be like, where you think you gonna look at me looking like that? You better go change some clothes or something.
We're not going out here in these streets looking ratchet. We're not doing it.
No,
We're not doing it.
Any kind of way.
We're not doing it. As a matter of fact, I'm so extra, my daughter told me that she read somewhere in some fashion magazine or something, I think it was some Black woman fashion magazine, that Black women tend to over accessorize. And I looked at her and I said, well, what's the problem with that? I will have on 2, 3 necklaces and long earrings and a tiara and bracelets and 5 rings. What? I'm good. I'm extra.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. We turned down our extra because other people were not okay with the extra. When we were growing up, we were extra. We wanted to wear a tutu to the supermarket. Mom was like, no, you can't wear that. Well, why not? You wanted to put your crown on and carry your wand. Well, I didn't have a wand because my mom didn't allow things like that. You wanted to have some, splash When you were a kid, you were unfettered. You were extra and you were okay with being extra until people kept damping down the light, damping down the light, damping down the light, damping down the light. And then we became an adult and now we're adulting, fitting in. Yuck. Be extra.
Be extra. Whenever I leave out the house, somebody asks me every single day, is it your birthday? I be like, yes. Knowing it ain't my birthday, but that's how extra I be. Every day.
Harmony got extra down to a science. And here's the deal, too, family. It's something that Queen Hadassah shared with us earlier that is so good for us to remember. She was sharing about when you up-level your consciousness, things will show up. Now, they will show up in the most bizarre ways. And what she was saying is she loves the experiences. The universe is going to match you on what you love as you level up. The most bizarre thing happened yesterday that I still cannot explain. Years ago, I had this table that I had bought, pardon me, from IKEA. And I don't do desks in my offices. I've always worked in a place that looked inspiring to me because I write and I do creative kind of work. I had this particular desk. And when I was moving when I was moving from my husband's house into my house that I bought, they were moving the desk. It was not a desk, it was a table. And the table had a glass top. They were moving the table, and the top fell and shattered in a million pieces. And they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry." And I was like, and I did have a table grievance for a moment. For a moment, I had a table grievance. And then for a moment, I had a grievance with my husband's friend that was moving it. But then I had to remember, well, they're helping me and they're moving for free. So what am I going to do? I searched for that table, couldn't find it. It was no longer I wanted to buy it again. It was no longer at IKEA. Looked high and low for this table. I'm telling you, after a while I gave up. I was like, forget about it. I'm walking in the store the other day, just by inspiration. Oh, let me go look in this store in Mexico, nowhere near IKEA. And I see the table. I'm like, what? So cheap, way cheaper than what I paid for it at IKEA. I bought that thing so fast. They delivered it the very next day. So they delivered it yesterday. That means today's Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday I was in the store. They delivered it yesterday. When that table got in here, I said, this is the exact table that got broke. I said, I can't with you, universe, today because you blow my mind every single day. How does this happen? How? The exact same table. How? The universe knows exactly what you love and exactly what you want. Let it bring it to you. It's delighting in delighting you. The universe is delighting in delighting you. So you may say, yeah, I would like that. It's going to give you some more stuff that you never even imagined. Up level. Go up to the penthouse. You'll be shocked at what's up there. Go up. Who's next?
Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Was I next or was it Kristen? I thought it was Sweetness. Go ahead, Alana. Not sure. Oh, yeah, it was it's you, Alana. It's you, Alana. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Exactly what you just said about everything will be brought to you, what the universe will bring to you. I didn't even recognize it at first. It's something that I said I always wanted to do that I hadn't done yet was take a cruise. And somewhere I always wanted to go, one of the places that's been calling me since I was a little girl was Haiti. And these are things I didn't necessarily speak. And my husband just booked a cruise for 6 nights to Haiti for our anniversary this year in September. Our third anniversary.
Do you see what I'm talking about? And what I'm saying is this is an inner conversation that you're having. You never told anyone, and here the thing shows up.
Never told anyone. And the way it happened was also so unexpected. And I didn't even realize that I'm sitting here looking back on everything that just happened a couple of days ago, and he told me about the cruise. And originally it was in a whole different month for 4 nights, and I'm like, I didn't even realize how I sounded. But essentially what happened was I said I didn't like the dates, and 4 days wasn't enough. And he said, okay, that means you gotta call and talk. You're gonna be on the phone for hours, talking to them, trying to get it rearranged. And I said, you know what? I really don't want to have to call.
Can I pause you for a moment?
Yes.
The universe gave you a cruise to Haiti, which you always wanted, and you said you didn't want it like it was?
No.
Oh.
This was before it got to Haiti. It didn't even start out that way. Originally, it was a cruise in April to Mexico for 4 nights.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Okay, thank you for clarifying for me. I missed something. I was like, what? The universe gave you exactly what you wanted? Okay, continue.
Yeah, so originally it was in April to Mexico, which was beautiful, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And I just, I said to him, you know what, it would be nice. I mean, 4 nights is great, but I really love to spend some extra time, and I don't. What I would also love a balcony. Let's get a balcony room over the water. And he was like, okay, we're gonna make that happen. And I said, I don't want to call. You're talking about being on the phone for hours. I said, you really like things answered in a particular way. You like to explain it. You like to talk to somebody and ask questions. Would you call? He called, stayed on the phone. He didn't care how long. I think he ended up. I didn't even realize how long he was on the phone for about over 2 hours. And he didn't care. I said, can you call? He called. He got to move to our anniversary week in September. And we got it for 6 nights instead of 4 nights. And it's to Haiti. It's to Haiti and I believe somewhere else. I can't remember. I don't even know all the places we're going. One of them is Haiti. And yeah, just like that. This just happened.
Boo, can I offer you something?
Yes.
You definitely want to tighten up. You just definitely want to heighten your manifestation. Because, and here's why. What I'm hearing in it is effort. What I'm hearing in it is the universe gave me the wrong thing first. What I'm hearing in it is someone I love got to sit on the phone for 2 hours. Whether they like it or not, that's 2 hours of life force energy you can't get back. I'm hearing some things in there that are not the perfect, effortless manifestation you could have. Are you willing to up level? Because when the universe gives it to you, the whole package is perfect. It's exactly where you want to go. It's exactly the thing. You don't have to do a thing to it. And it comes right to you just like it. And you don't have to do a thing to it. Like, how do people know I like red velvet? And here goes the exact red velvet cupcake you love sitting right in front of you. I don't like red velvet. I hate it, actually. It never showed me red velvet. Do you understand, family? And what I'm getting is in the way is worthiness. Just like me. The worthiness will get in the way of our manifestations. And sending a signal to the universe is getting you your stuff, but you got to work for it. You got to do some more stuff to get it. You got to get it a certain way. What I'm offering, beloved, is that there are levels higher than where we're all operating, me included. Is that okay? Because you don't have to work for it. You don't. And you don't have to correct it. You don't have to do anything. When the universe gives you a manifestation, I'm gonna give you another example. Before I went to the retreat, 222 Quantum Manifestation, I walked into this store that I love down here in Mexico. I love it. Because it has all kinds of extra stuff in there. I'm super extra. And I even got me a chakra dress the other day that I'm going to be wearing one of the days at the Christian Witches Convention. It comes all the way down to the floor. I was so happy, and it's black, and it has chakras going down the front, and it's got, oh, it's so witchy. I love it. I went into that store, and I saw this lamp with the white feathers. I was like, oh, I need to get it. When I go like that in a store, like, I have to buy it. I didn't buy it that day. For some reason, I was going somewhere, I was doing something. I didn't buy it that day. When I came back, I looked in the store. I was like, oh, that lamp is gone. Oh, well. Once again, the other day, I'm wandering around. Monday, same day that I found this magical table. I walk into the other store, the other version of it is uptown. They have one of the branches downtown and another store uptown. I went into the one uptown because it was near this delicious new place where I found to eat. And I walk in there, the lamp was sitting right there. The exact, universe, you love me. I'm so loved by this universe. This universe freaking loves me. Thank you. And I picked it up and walked out. It doesn't need anything. Is this coming across clear, Sweetness? Because I want to support you in up-leveling your manifestations. Is this, what are you hearing? Tell me what you're hearing, beloved.
I'm just listening because I don't, maybe it was something, or the way I said it subconsciously, not knowing, because I was, I thought what I was expressing was that all the work that goes into those things, I didn't realize that these were things that someone had to do, and I was saying I didn't have to do it. It came effortlessly, and later I realized, my husband was willing to do all of that. That's what I thought I was expressing, the being on the phone. Like, I didn't know that was part of the process. And when he said it, I'm like, I don't know these things, and I'm glad you do. And he was like, okay, I'll call, and he did it. And I didn't have to do anything. That's what I thought I was expressing. It came effortlessly. And when the original cruise was wonderful, I wasn't complaining at all.
Okay, beloved, pause for a moment, take a breath. It's not about that the first cruise wasn't beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's not about that you didn't have to do any work for it, because you didn't. That's beautiful too. And it's not about that your husband, he stayed on the phone for 2 hours. He wanted to do that. He loves you. He wants to make a beautiful experience for the honeymoon, for the anniversary. Beautiful. I'm saying that that there is a parallel reality that you can jump to right now, where your doppelganger says it, and then the cruise is here. There's no other thing. The doppelganger says it. Cruise to Haiti shows up for however many long days you want. No phone calls required. No, nothing required. It doesn't give you Mexico when your heart's desire is Haiti, even though there's nothing wrong with Mexico. Mexico is beautiful. What I'm saying is that there is a quantum leap you can make. And family, I'm saying this to all of us, not just Sweetness. Sweetness she's giving us the opportunity for us to look at ourselves and, okay, that the thing, you can go directly to the thing you want with nothing else in between.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, what are you hearing now? Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Okay.
It's all of this got to be done. That doesn't exist.
Come on, talk about it.
That's what I'm getting.
That's right.
That doesn't exist.
That's right. And what I'm also getting is what's preventing that is the same thing that prevents me and the same thing that has prevented me for years. And I will call it out for all of us, any opportunity we give to rid ourselves of it. It's unworthiness. That's all. Unworthiness is the ego trying to make me think I have to do something to get what I love, that there's steps when there are never steps with the universe. There's no steps. You can have it right now. Make me think that somebody has to do something. Some doing is going to come in, and that's where you become very suspicious because there's nothing you have to do. There's everything you must be. So when I walked into this place, it was nothing I had to do. It was right there in front of me. What I'm saying is the perfect things will come right in front of you, and there's nothing you have to do. I didn't know anything about how that room was going to look for 222 quantum manifestation. I tell y'all, the whole room put itself together. If you look on Instagram, you see the pictures. I'm as much as y'all. I did not put not one thing in that room, except myself and my Bible on the altar next to me. It was all like that. Blew me away. There was nothing I had to do. Does everyone understand that? And when you say, well, nothing you had to do, well, you had to plan the thing. Here's what I mean by it. That spirit told me the person to call. I called that person. Yeah, that's one thing to do. I called that person and they made it happen. Beyond what I could have imagined. Beyond. Exceeded my expectation. I walk in the store. What am I going to wear? This. Literally, it's like I put my hand out in the store in this dress. I'm looking for something white. This dress is right there. It fits me perfectly. Okay. Then it shows me a cape. I'm like, oh, this is a cape. Okay. Then I go to another store and here's the shoes. My size, 12, that I love. At 12 or 11, because I wear 11 or 12. In my size, which is super odd, right? Then here comes, put this on your head. Do you see that this is all happening? And it's coming from your beingness. It's not coming from your doingness. Be very suspicious of doing. If you see yourself doing too much, because Lord, I'm a big doer. You can see me doing so much. Be suspicious. Every time you get into doing, my sisters say it to me, are you doing? Oh man, I think I'm doing. Don't bring doing into your manifestations. Don't do it. It's not necessary. Let the universe knock your freaking socks off without you doing a damn thing other than sitting there and holding the vibration. And if there is something that it requires of you, it will tell you what to do. Call this person. Call that person. Go, you'll feel an inspiration. Go here. I felt the inspiration. Why did I feel the inspiration to go to that restaurant that day? And I followed it. And then after that restaurant, go to the other store. That's not the downtown store. The downtown store didn't have the lamp anymore. I go to the uptown store. What? Give it to me. What? I'm walking around the store like this. This is lamp in my hand. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's about synchronicity and alignment. It's not about doing. There will be steps to take, of course. That's not what's causing it to happen. That's not what's causing the manifestation that I have to call and get it moved and fidget around with it and get it how I want it. That's not how God operates. God gives you what you want. God fulfills the desires of your heart. The universe is seeking to wow you. And by the fact that I had to say it out of my mouth shows me that somewhere I'm out of alignment because the universe is reading my thoughts and my energy at all the time. I don't even need to say it. I don't need to say jack to see these shoes. And guess what size? Size 12. Do you say size 12? Give them to me. Fit. Oh, shoot. Y'all gonna make me try on these shoes filled with glitter. No, I need to put these shoes on because do you understand how is it that I'm going to walk in the store and get these size 12 shoes that perfectly fit me and comfortable for me, exactly the kind of shoe. Who does what? I don't have to go and say, oh, could you order me a size? It's a size 6. Could you order me a size 12? Family, I want you to become very attuned that you be like, ooh, something's off here. Okay? I'm glad you said this. I'm so glad you said this, sweetness, because we can all see it within ourselves what's going on. And that's what we need. We need to be super aware. What is it coming clearer and clearer? I know you said you already had it, so I know. And this is for all of us. This is not just for sweetness, this is for all of us.
Yes, ma'am. I got my love slap this morning.
And here's the deal why I say this, sweetness, and why I say this to all the women that I serve. Men don't have this problem. Baby, men get it just the way they want it because they don't accept it less. That's what I love about all the men in my life. If the men in my life want this particular kind of cigar and they bring them an inferior cigar, no, that's not the cigar I want this cigar. Men have no problem with this. I've only seen women have problem with this. I've not seen not one man that I know, good men. These are not ratchet men. I'm talking about good men. There is not one man I know, not one self-respecting man that doesn't get it just the way he wants it. He gets sex just the way he wants it. He gets a blowjob just the way he wants it, because he'll tell you. He gets his food the way he wants it. No, I like it like this. Men get what they want, how they want it. Women, we be slacking. We be accepting things and okay, all right, well, I guess I get it. Okay, well, no, no, no. Stand up, get that yang energy going. This is what I want. And be clear to the universe. This is it. It's luxury. It's up level. It's glitter, it's sparkles, it's feathered lamps. It's however it shows up for you. Remember, you don't get to choose what shows up. You get to choose how you're going to be, and then what shows up as a consequence, as an effect of your cause. Let's remember the law. And I'm telling you, the way God operates, God knows you, sweetness. God knows the desires of your heart. God is closer to you than your neck vein. And God is cooking it up for you. And I promise you, there's nothing you have to do. You don't have to manage a God creation. You don't have to manage a God creation. Am I going to manage God? What are y'all hearing? Please talk to me. What are y'all hearing?
Well, I just wanted, go ahead. Well, thanks, Army. Why don't you go ahead and talk, because I already talked, and I'll talk after you, because this is delicious. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. Well, I just wanted to say, Rev, you are absolutely right. And when you tap into that type of flow and that power and that alignment, you amaze yourself. I posted in our ACIM Miracles and Manifestation Telegram group that I created. So if you guys aren't in it, I pinned the invitation link to the top. But I posted a video in there yesterday because when you are in it, you blow your own damn mind.
Oh. Every time.
The day before yesterday, I went to see Granddad, and he's like, "Come here, I gotta show you something." And he takes me to his bedroom, and he told me there was a bug in his bed. So instead of killing the bug, he said he took this is a mattress and a bedroom set that we had just got for him after my grandmother ascended. So it was pretty much new. He took the box spring outside and set it on fire. He decided he wanted to burn the box spring, and he took the mattress outside and hosed it down. And he's like, "See, that bug is still there." No, granted, that's not even a bug. It's like a stain. It has to be replaced because he hosed it down, and mattresses don't just dry. He's like, "No, it was sunny. It's Cleveland. It did not dry. Trust me." And so after I leave, I was just like, I know when I tell my family what happened, they are not about to just rush out and buy him a bed because they are kind of getting exhausted with all of his dementia shenanigans. So I send my family members a picture of what's going on, and one of my family members is like, he can just sleep on the floor. Like, everybody's just through with it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to get him a new bed. So I'm like, universe, please just show me where I can get an affordable new bed for him, something for him to sleep on, like, now, because I can't have him just like sleeping on the floor. Like, that would not have been okay with me. And within 12 hours, I pull up to my girlfriend's apartment, and there is a box spring and a mattress sitting outside. I saw signs the previous day saying, "Debbie is moving, free furniture," but I didn't think to call Debbie. She's moving, okay. Nobody came to get the furniture. And this box, and I jump out of the truck and I'm like, it wasn't a twin, it wasn't a queen, it wasn't a king. It was a full-size box spring and mattress that looked brand new, no spot, no stain, no nothing. The box spring had a little chip on the end, but besides that, I was like, I couldn't even believe it was there. I couldn't believe it happened, that everything I needed was right there, the right size. And when I tell y'all, my just having surgery self picked up the box spring in that mattress like it was nothing in the world, threw it on the back of the truck, and Granddad had it within 15 minutes. Now that was a manifestation that still like blows me. I'm like, I can't believe, like I can believe it because I'm in a Course in Miracles, but I couldn't believe it because how did it happen so fast? And I said, affordable guy gave it to me for free, and it looked spotless. And then I got there, and Granddad, he's dancing, and he's like, if you ever seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where like the granddads are getting out of the bed, that's what it reminded me of. So he's like dancing on the bed, he's jumping up and down on the bed, and he was so delighted. He was giggling, laughing like a kid. And I'm like, you know what? I need to apply whatever I did for that bed to appear in every area of my life. I didn't put any fairy dust or magic on it. I just asked for it, and boom, it was there within 12 hours.
Just like that. Just like that.
That's so beautiful, Harmony. Rev, you said something, and it's really important. This is really, I'm always going to come with the energy and law. This is really an energetic conversation about law. And you said cause and effect. And one thing I learned with manifesting, because my challenge was not that I couldn't manifest, I was just manifesting just enough, like just the thing. And I told you, I want to be able to manifest the overflow like that and then some. And what I realized that, okay, again, that's all consciousness. Where is my deservedness? Where do I feel like this? I deserve everything, every beautiful, wonderful, fabulous thing that this universe has to offer me. So, the leveling up, the manifesting, that part, that came for me with really understanding law and deepening my relationship with my higher self. And because I've done that, and I have this relationship, we talk back and forth, I can this right now. And that is the level that I'm at right now, and I'm enjoying it because I'm like, wow, what was I doing before? And I was doing a whole lot. I was doing a whole lot of doing, even with my altar. I redo my altar every, when I'm told. And so everything came off. And I kid you not, I'm connected to my great grandmother, and she said, "Get rid of all this money stuff. I don't want any of this money stuff on this altar anymore because you have. What are you doing? Get rid of the money tree. Get rid of the money oil. Get rid of the money. Get rid of it." And I got rid of all of that stuff off of the altar because she said, "You don't need that. You have that. And so stop asking for the same thing over and over again." So really listening and understanding how to apply universal law to everything, to yourself, to your entire life. That's what helped me up level to where I'm at right now. So, things are just, like you said, the effect. It's not the cause, it's the effect. It's what you get because of the vibration you hold, the beliefs, not really the beliefs, but definitely the vibration. And so this leveling up thing, I love it. It's a game that I love to play. And it's a game that's much more fun than anything that I've ever done. And I promise you, just little things, like I ran out of eyeliner. I was telling Tania, I don't have any eyeliner. And then I'm cleaning Higher self said, look down. I looked down and there was a package of my eyeliner that somehow slipped down. I was like, well, damn, thank you, higher self. That's beautiful. I mean, just a little bit. Because I was like, oh, Lord, I'm going to have to go in the store and buy Maybelline. I don't want to do that. And it was right there waiting for me. Just little miracles. Anything I need and want, it just comes to me vibratorily. And I just love what Sweetness brought up today, because now we have an opportunity for mastery. There should be no extra doing anything. It comes, it's seamless, it's exactly what you want, and you know it because your heart just goes, wow, thank you, and it's pure gratitude. And that's the level of manifestation that I'm at, and I love it so much. And I'm so grateful for all the work that I've done. I'm so grateful to this community and to have the people like you all to level up with, because then what's the point of leveling up if you don't have friends that are leveling up with you? Now you want to go and spend 3 weeks somewhere and they can't because they got to go to work. Boo! So level up, people. Level up so we can do this thing and just do whatever it is that we came here to do, which our function is happiness and to be the light. So let's do that. Let's be the light, let's be happy, and spread it to other minds. I'm complete.
Oh, shit.
I love that. Yes, Dr. P.
Thank you.
Yes, I absolutely love that. And I love like the stories that I'm hearing, like you, Casey, with the table and like the mattress with Taya and the amazing cruise with Sweetness, and I love that, and it just was making me even just doing reflections for myself, and of when you had even mentioned it's not the money that we want, and I always like, even I remember like when I used to really just ask for money, it never just felt right in my spirit, like it just felt like it was just off. You know, like so, like it wasn't the correct way of me wanting things. And even just looking back at my life, like I've realized that there has been so many times where I wouldn't have like the physical money, but I would ended up attracting like such beautiful, lavish experiences that I couldn't. I'm like, wow, and that happens a lot for me, where I can just where it just happens, and so it just makes me really think that is so true. It's not the money that we truly want, especially for me. It's just the experience that it can bring, and so I just love that we see these daily miracles every single day by the things that we are vibrationally desiring just pop up for us. Like it happens every day. Like we are all manifesting all the time. We're all great manifestors, and I just love what you're doing with ACIM, because for me is honing in these gifts that I already know that I have, that I'm already experiencing like every single day when just cool stuff happens. Like it just be fun for me. I'm just really grateful for the way how you're teaching it. So it's like I'm just toning up my gifts to the correct way that I know it is being as I speak right now. So I appreciate that, Casey.
I appreciate your journey all these years. I'm telling you, Zaire, you just never gave up. You just kept going. And it was not always easy. And you just kept going. How many people didn't keep going? A lot.
A whole lot. So many people that come through this community and can't take one Reverend Love ass whooping, and then you don't see them no more. They wasn't ready.
Okay, my blood still hurts from some of those ass.
Mine too.
Exactly. I'm still here. I'm still alive.
And I shout out for that, for real, because I definitely see many people. So like even when new people come, I'm just like, all right. I just be sitting back and watching, observing, because I've been seeing so many just in and out. So I really adore the ones who is just here, like y'all my peoples. I appreciate that.
And you know, family, if you can't take an ass whipping, it's okay. Go out there and have the next ratchet relationship and get dragged through the mud, get your heart broken again. Go out there and have fucked up money. All good. Go out there. Because if you can't accept correction, you're just going to go and you're getting the lesson. You're just going to get it somewhere else. I remember
See,
people.
I got tired of that, Rev. That was not working for me. And when I came tumbling down to your door, I was like, this is so wrong. So I knew I didn't know how to fix it. I'm like, so, I have all of this stuff. Everything looks good on the outside, but on the inside, something's wrong. And I came and sat my tail down and got it kicked a lot over the years. But nonetheless, I am not having any ratchet relationships. My money will not be fucked up. My children are beautiful, fantastic, and wonderful. We are purely vibrationally matched. Life has changed dramatically in the four cores area: love, happiness, my purpose, my money. No, I refuse. I mean, if you don't sit down and get this coaching, I just don't know. I mean, these jewels in these rooms every morning. I don't think they know what they're getting. I really don't think they know. Nope.
You know they're gonna know what they're getting when I put the $100,000 price tag on the coaching on the website again, because I felt that yesterday. It said, say that again, Harmony. Say that again. I didn't hear you, everything. Uh-oh. Let me get this Wi-Fi right.
The other day, that what we're getting is, wow. Like, I think Dr. B mentioned that before, that she, this stuff was something that would have been, somebody had to pay a lot for. So whenever I get a chance to send money or buy something, buy this book, I'm doing it. I am doing it because this is priceless. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate my love slaps. Thank you.
Amen, sweetness. I second that. Amen.
I feel like if we can't take a spiritual, we've been taking ass whoopings from this 3D dimension world for so long. We can't take a spiritual ass whooping. What is we doing?
Preach, Wendy.
Period.
Come on, Wendy. Come on, Wendy. Because woo did this third dimension whip my ass. Oh my God. I don't want to get it that way no more. No. If a coach come along and tell me go left, I'm gonna go left. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking myself up like that no more. Nope.
Period. No more.
Period. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to take all the lumps and bumps of the universe. This 3D. It's not necessary. There's a better way. There's a better way. My spiritual mother, well, all my coaches have kicked my ass, and I was grateful for it. I was very grateful for it because obviously I was off. That's why I was at the coach's door. Mama Ia has kicked our ass. Do you see Iyanla Fix My Life? She did that with us for 4 years straight. So if you think that an ass whipping is not going to get you on a straight and narrow, or it will get you on a straight and narrow so fast it will not even be funny. And family, remember something. We call to ourselves the manner of correction that's going to be most effective for us. Ooh. There's a frou-frou teacher right now. I don't want to say frou-frou. There's a very flowery teacher right now teaching people unicorn magic and just skip through the meadow and rain, petals of rain will come down and petals of flowers and light your every step. That's not how I can get it. That's why I called to me Mama Iyanla, Reverend Dr. Iyanla Van Sant. This is how it works, boo. And that's why I have in-your-face coaches. All my coaches have been in your face. And I'm in an experience with a coach right now. I stay with coaches. And she be slapping me every 10 minutes because her business is at $50-60 million. She makes multiple 8 figures in her business. And she works 1.5 days a week. 1 day, 1.5 days. And she taught me, get your to-do list to 0. and have people in the Philippines work for you and do all the work. And I met my doer just yesterday, and be insulted when someone asks you to do something. She said that. That was one of the rules. Get your to-do list to zero and go have some hobbies and be happy. That's what she said. She ain't all about this hustle, 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 grind, 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 harder, harder, harder. How do you think I manifested that coach to me? Because I wanted to find out how to make $60 million and work 1 day or 1.5 days a week. She does it. Here she appeared in front of me. You just do this and you just do this, and you delegate this to this person, and you have this system, and you put this in place, and here are your people, and here's your step by the lady laying out everything step by precious step. Why would I get there and argue with her? Why? She has what I want. Why would I? You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, go and be average. Have at it. And when you're deeply unfulfilled because your spiritual gifts are not unfolding, and you know you're here for greatness, and 10 years later, after you got beat up by a couple of more dysfunctional relationships, you'll be back. I cannot tell you how many people come back. Rev, you told me something 10 years ago. I'm so sorry. Sorry for what? For what I said. What did you say? I don't even be remembering the shit. I'm telling you. Because I'll be off somewhere eating another piece of avocado toast, walking around looking for it, looking and see, oh, look at this lovely lamp. I don't even be thinking about all that shit people be saying. I really don't. So when they come back and apologize, they'd be like, I'm so sorry. You heard Fire Fairy in this very room a couple of maybe a month ago. He was like, oh, I just so apologize. I was like, it's all good. I wasn't thinking about that. Trust me. When you're on your destiny, nothing can stop you. Keep going. Who else is up leveling? Who else up here is up leveling in this camp?
Oh yes, hunty, up level on the.
Everything
is just clicking. Up level to a whole nother level, and that's good. And you know what? I think that's going to be for us all. This year is such a magical number. We said 222, but this whole year is 222. So this whole year is going to be the year of great manifestations, mind-blowing manifestations, things that we didn't even have on any vision board or any bliss list or anything that we could have thought or imagined or journaled out. I feel like 222 is going to be that for everyone that says yes to it. I don't know if you saw my message last night when we were talking and you said, say yes and mean that shit. I said, I'm about to put that on a t-shirt. So once you say yes and mean that shit, everything will happen for you.
You know, Oprah said she woke up one morning, Harmony, and she said to herself, did y'all ever hear this Oprah story? She told it to Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith while they were speaking under the Oaks on Super Soul Sunday. She said she woke up one morning and she said, in her mind, she didn't say it out loud. Nobody knew anything about this. I sure would love some good tomato soup. That was what she said. And then she went about her day. That afternoon, she said about 2:00 in the afternoon, here come one of her neighbors. Hello. Hey, I made tomato soup today and I had an extra. You want some? Gave her a bowl of tomato soup, came to her door hours later. And she said to Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, how did I do that? Like the bed. Because I want to do that with everything. How did I do that? What did I tap into?
But what's so funny is I think I tapped into that, but sometimes like my last experience, like I want this Dubai body to be like all the way popping. So I'm doing the proper. I tapped into my doppelganger.
Yes.
And since Wednesday, I dropped 11 pounds.
Girl.
But the day before yesterday, again, I said, oh, I sure would like a cookie. I was like, girl, you're not about to have no cookie, right? And the next day I go to the gas station and the guy is like, oh my goodness, you are so beautiful. You look like the sunshine. And I go with my water, put my water in the bag. And he's like, here is a cookie, chocolate chip cookie. You're so beautiful, you need chocolate chip cookie. And I'm just laughing like, no, I need $10 on pump 5. But then I realized that I kept saying the night before how bad I wanted a chocolate chip cookie. I'm like, okay, so some manifestations, even if they're a manifestation that we don't really want, we're just speaking it out loud, the universe still doesn't even realize that you may be careful what you ask for is my point, because you will still manifest that shit too.
Oh yeah. The universe is always listening. Who's next? Come on, wrap up. I got an appointment. I got a nail appointment in a few minutes, but first I have to go to a lovely cafe. So who's next?
Kristen, then we have Dia, then Jenny, then Unique, then Alina. Well, actually, Alina was first and we kind of skipped her. And she popped off, but she got back on. So Alina, do you want to go?
Okay, y'all got 1 minute each.
All right, well, I'll go, Alina, if you're not able to speak right now. Well, I'm speaking from Cancun, Mexico, and super excited.
Wait.
Talk about up-leveling.
Wait a minute. Everybody got to celebrate that. You are in Cancun, Mexico right now. That's what we do. That's how we roll. God, continue.
Well, it's so funny. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, yeah, this place is great. And just the experience, and I'll have to go way more in depth because there's a whole bunch of lessons that I've had in the past 48 hours. But it's like talking about up-leveling, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, a 9-hour layover? Like, why didn't we just, I heard someone in the line talking about, oh, let's pay $1,800 for the direct flight. I'm like, I want to do that, you know, like, I'm ready to up-level. I'm like, this is great, and I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful. The universe literally just does what you say, so this is awesome. But I'm seeing and meeting other people who are having all these crazy experiences. I'm like, it's like once you know better, you do better, that type of thing. So once you see, like, oh, this is available to me, okay, that's what I want. And that's the scriptures, like, God will do way more than you can think or imagine. Because my consciousness at that time was so, punitive. It's so small. But yeah, I have so much more to share, but I know we're on a time crunch, so I will stop there. I think that's over a minute.
Actually, y'all can keep on talking if y'all like. The mods can hang with you. Mods, do y'all want to hang after I depart? And then people can talk as long as they like. What say you, mods? What mods can hang out?
We can keep it going to 10 a.m. EST.
And that would be what time? 16 more minutes?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. Y'all keep rolling, and I'm gonna rock and roll and get ready for my appointment so I can be on time for this up-level gorgeous nail appointment, and I can eat my breakfast in order like I need to before my nail appointment. Love y'all. See you. Love you. Peace.